Hello Stampers, welcome to Make a Card Monday. Today I am going to be showcasing the Santa's Workshop Specialty Designer Series paper, and if you want to find it in the holiday catalog, it is right down here on page 19, and it's this paper right here. But I gotta say, the picture in the catalog really does not do it justice. I know I showed all of these when I did my holiday catalog tour the other day, but it is just the neatest paper. It's just got the cutest images on it, and a lot of the white on it is flocked, which means it's kind of soft and velvety feeling. So here is one side of all the papers, and then when you turn it over, it's less of a whimsical, but it's more of just Christmas patterns. So I don't even look at this side because I just am so in love with this side of the paper. So what I'm going to be using is this piece right here today, and I'm going to be showing you some different cards and samples of projects that you can make using this piece of paper. Now, this is a bundle in that it has the framelits that coordinate with the stamp set, but the framelits also coordinate with the designer series paper. So they all three go together really good in that the framelits will cut out some of the images from the paper. But for today, I just want to show you some things that I did, and I'm going to run through and make a card with you using some of the images that I just went through and fussy cut from the paper. So are you ready to get started? Let's do this. We're going to start off with a piece of real red cardstock that measures 8.5 by 5.5. You're going to take it and you're just going to fold it in half like you would for a regular card. Use your bone folder to make sure your crease is nice and crisp. Now what we're going to do is we're going to need to pull out our paper trimmer. Okay? And oops, I do mine up like this. What we're going to do is we're going to score down the center score a little bit. We're going to cut down the center score. So I know that that is 4 1/4 inches in. So I'm going to go over here to the 4 1/4 inches. I need to aim my lamp somewhere else there. And I'm just going to cut down, and you know there's a ruler on this thing right here. I'm just going to cut down about 3 inches. Okay? Then I'm going to turn it to the side, and at 3 inches, I'm going to cut over to the fold, okay? So that, ooh, that is nasty tore up. I need a new blade, bad it looks like. So we're gonna get some scissors and just kind of clean this up a little bit. Okay, so here we have our card, okay, that has been cut down 3 inches. And the top of it cut off like that. So it just kind of looks like this now. Okay? Now, what I did was I took this piece of paper and I found the images that were the 5 elves that were together. Okay? And I just took my scissors and I fussy cut around them. And then I found that it was really too long from what I wanted, so I cut off the 2 end elves but left the little ground that they were walking on. Okay, and I'll show you why I did that, and that is because I want to glue this, adhere this on this flap of my card right like here. Okay, but I didn't want half elves, but I want this to go all the way to the edge. So what I'm going to do, I am just going to take my liquid glue and I'm going to put the glue along this little bottom edge, okay? Then I'm going to center it on my card, just like that. Open it up, take a peek, make sure it's doing what I want it to do here. Make sure it's straight and it looks good. And then I'm going to take my little scissors, keep losing everything here, and I'm just going to trim them off from the 2 ends, just like that. Okay, so that is what I have right now. Now I want to use the framelits that have got to be one of my favorites from the holiday catalog, which are the Merry Christmas Thinlits. Okay, and if you want to find them, they are on open up your catalog right here on page 5 of the holiday catalog, and they have a stamp set that coordinates with them, but here down here are the Merry Christmas Thinlits, and I just love those, and I think they are just have a beautiful font to them. So what I did is I cut out the word Merry, okay, from the real red paper. Now, of course, that's not going to go on there because that is too much. Well, it's not going to stand out. So I just took a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 Whisper White cardstock, and I'm just going to put it here on the inside of my card. Okay. Then I'm going to take the word Merry that I cut out. Again, I'm going to use my liquid Tombow glue. And remember, with the Tombow glue, a little goes a long, long way. So I just want to make a couple dabs with it here. And I am going to put it right inside my card, just like that. Okay? Now, of course, if you have the word Merry, you have to have the word Christmas. So I'm going to use the coordinating stamps with it that are the Merry Christmas to All stamp set. I do love it. Love the words, the fonts on it too, and I'm just going to use the word Christmas. And I cut out a strip of Whisper White that is a 1/2 inch wide. And I'm going to use my real red stamp pad. I'm going to ink this up, and I'm just going to stamp it on my 1/2 inch strip. Okay, doesn't matter how long your strip is because you're going to trim it. Okay, but now I'm going to cut this end, and I want to cut a flag in both ends. And remember, the best way to cut the flag is to cut up the middle, then go from the bottom 2 corners up to that middle part that you cut. Okay, so again, cut straight up the middle, go from the bottom left to that point, and the bottom right to that point, and there we go. There's our word Christmas. Okay, now I want it to stand out just a little bit, so I'm going to take some of my mini dimensionals, and I'm just going to put one on each end. Take my backing off, and there is my word Christmas right there. So there's my card. I think it's so cute. I think those little elves are adorable. So it says Merry Christmas, and that's how it opens up, just like that. So let me show you some of the other fun cards I've been making with some of the cutouts. This is just one that I kind of cut around. I haven't done anything with it yet. I'm trying to decide. But with this same image, I made this card right here with the word joy. Put Santa Claus, put a big old circle behind him, and then we have the word joy. Okay. Another one that I made is I cut out one of the little elf images and did the wreath embossing folder and did Merry Christmas. Another one I did, pull these out here, is this one here, which I think turned out super cute. I love the little image of Santa Claus in his chair with his milk and cookies, and then the little elves sneaking around him. Okay, and then I wanted to do something besides a card, so I did the little takeout treat box. Okay, and I just cut out some of the little elf images and the package images. And again, I just love this paper with all the flocked white on it. I just think it's super cute. So there we go. There are 5 projects that I made using this paper pack, the Santa paper pack. Let me double check the name of it, because now I've totally forgotten what it's called. Because that's what happens. Santa's Workshop Specialty Designer Series paper. So if you don't have any of it yet, you've got to buy it because it is super cute. You could make a ton of Christmas cards with just the pack. Just be sure you buy the coordinating cardstock for your card bases. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends. That's how I know you guys are liking them and enjoying them, and will keep me making more. So please share, and also be sure you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my videos. And thanks for watching.